Welcome back, KILR community. It's time again for Shep Reacts, where we do some reactions on AI documentaries that I've actually put together. Just using a simple little AI tool and putting in information that I want to make a documentary on. And I have not watched these, so I have no idea what's in them. Well, I mean, I know what it's about, but I haven't seen the details. So this is going to be an honest reaction of it. Plus just, some of the oddities and stuff that come with the AI. Sometimes it just doesn't quite get it right. But it's a unique thing on this channel. Rather than doing reactions to, Discovery Channel type of stuff. Although I can do those too, but if you got any suggestions, be sure to, email them to me at the email on the screen, or you can go to my Discord and, you can put something there. And all that information, the links, you'll find that in the description. So let's go ahead and watch the video. This is top 10 gross things people have done globally. Around the world. And just from the start, I don't think we're off to a good start here, so let's get this going.
Imagine this. Every day, about 3.5 billion people around the globe unknowingly eat insects with their food.
Oh, God! Look at this. This is totally disgusting. What the hell is all that? I'm expecting it to move. Look at it. Look at it. What is it? It's like, what? He said insects, right? Well, what kind of insects? What are these, crickets or something? I guess you got a good source of protein or something there, but ew.
Welcome. You're in for a wild ride. You've just set foot into a world...
You're in for a wild ride, and this car just comes through on the screen.
That's as fascinating as it's revolting. A universe where the line between the normal and the nauseating becomes blurry. Yes, we're talking about the world.
It's making me sick just looking at it.
From the mundane to the mind-boggling, these habits span the gamut, making you question what's normal and what's not. They are the secret rituals we all practice. The dark.
It's talking about rituals. Look at this. I mean, this is like a cult ritual or something. I don't quite think this is what it meant in regards to top gross things people have done globally. Or did I get it right? I meant to have eating. I'm pretty sure that's what I got. But I mean, look at this. We got... take a look here. We've got, like, what, monks or something? Candles. Sacrifice. Gross things that people have eaten. I don't know. Do we want to keep watching? I don't know if I like where this is going.
Behavior where propriety takes a backseat. They are the everyday actions that, when brought into the light, can make even the bravest among us cringe. So are you ready to explore the underbelly of human habits? To face the facts that make you squirm? Ready to dive into the deep end of disgust? Brace yourselves. Starting mild with number 10.
Maybe it's not gross things that people have eaten. Maybe it really is gross things from around the world. I had no idea that it was going to pull this up. This is not what I was expecting. It's freaking hilarious, though.
We have the universal habit of nose-picking. This seemingly innocent activity, often dismissed as a harmless...
Hold on. It's the message. Some of you out there will get it.
Personal quirk is in fact a global phenomenon. From the bustling streets of New York to the tranquil countryside of Yorkshire, nose-picking unites us all in a rather unsanitary bond. However, it's not all fun and games. Nose-picking can lead to a host of health problems, from the simple, like common colds and flu, to the severe, such as nasal septum perforations. Not to...
Did you see that? Did you see that guy from the last one? Here, hold on. Look. He's looking at the tissue. Like, he's like, I'm puzzled. What just happened?
Severe, such as nasal septum perforations. Not to mention, there are some extreme cases out there.
Like playing with his
There's
beard.
a tale of a man from India who held the Guinness World Record for the longest nose pick.
Ow! Jeez.
You'd think he was mining for gold. So next time you feel the urge to pick, maybe grab a tissue instead.
Mining for
Moving on
gold.
to number 9, ever texted from the toilet? You're not alone.
You know, I think the most disturbing part of this is they actually have stock footage of people sitting on the toilet. I mean, that's the thing I was not expecting. You know, I mean, you get these public domain images. You know, they use a lot, not public domain, sorry, but stock footage. You know, these documentaries, they use stock footage and stuff like that. I was not expecting this to be part of stock footage, but I guess I'm not surprised. I'm afraid of what other types of stock footage they have. I don't know. I might want to be careful on what it is these AI documentaries come up with.
Living in a digital age where our smartphones have become an integral part of our lives. So much so that for some, the bathroom break has morphed into a social media break. While it might seem like a harmless habit, here's an unsettling fact. Every time you take your phone to the loo, you're potentially exposing it to a host of germs, including E. coli and Staphylococcus. And these microscopic critters can easily transfer to your hands, face, and other surfaces, increasing the risk of infection. Health experts recommend maintaining good hygiene practices, such as washing hands thoroughly and regularly cleaning your phone. However, the best way to prevent this germ fest is to simply leave your phone outside the bathroom. So the next time nature calls and you're tempted to scroll through your feed or reply to that text, remember, your health comes first. So maybe next time, leave the phone out of the bathroom.
Okay, the one lady there that, you know, has a towel wrapped around her, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, she could have just been done with the shower and just got out, you know, dried off, got the towel around her, and then she picked up her phone and it's like, oh, you know, there was a text that came through. So I don't see any problem there.
At number 8, we have the nail biters. Now you might be thinking, what's so gross about that? Well, let's delve a bit deeper, shall we? Nail biting, or onychophagia, is often a response to stress, boredom, or even hunger. It's a habit that's been around as long as
Let's dig a little bit deeper. The imagery.
humanity itself. But it's not just unsightly. It can be downright harmful. When you bite your nails, you're not just gnawing on keratin. You're also...
that nail. Oh, come on. Now, nobody... I don't think anyone has actually chewed their nails that badly. Have they? I mean, take a look at that. I don't think that's biting a nail. I think that's an actual problem, like a disease, you know, disease under the nail or something like that. It's still pretty disgusting looking, but I don't think chewing nails has done that.
You're also ingesting all the dirt, bacteria, and germs that have made a home under your nails. This can lead to infection, not just...
Ow! This whole video! Oh my God!
In your nails, but in your mouth and gut as well. Moreover, constant biting can cause permanent damage to your nails and even your teeth.
Okay, she wasn't biting her nails on that one, so... I mean, I don't think that's bad. Unless she, like, breaks skin or something, that's probably not good.
There are some extreme cases
Oh,
out there,
don't
like
touch
the man
it!
who had to have his
Don't
entire
touch it!
nail bed removed because of an infection caused by nail biting.
No,
So,
don't touch it!
Next time you find your fingers inching towards your mouth, remember this. Maybe it's time to invest in a good nail file, eh?
Eh?
We've all had that pesky piece of spinach stuck in between our teeth, but there's a time and place for everything, and some seem to forget that. Flossing in public, while may seem harmless to the doer, is often perceived as off-putting to the innocent bystanders.
Okay, question. How is this any different than using a toothpick? It's the same concept. Whether you're using a little bit of floss or if you're using a toothpick, what's the difference? I mean, there are restaurants that have toothpicks, right? So I don't know. I think this one's a little dumb. I don't know. What do you think? Does it bother you? Let me know.
Well, it's a bit like airing your dirty laundry.
Oh.
Nobody needs to see what you've had for lunch.
I definitely don't want to see what that guy's doing.
It's a sight that can turn even the strongest of stomachs. And the sound, let's not even go there.
What sound? Flossing your teeth? That makes a sound? Like, I mean, what kind of sound? I mean, really?
The inappropriate places where people have been caught flossing range from the comical to the simply baffling.
She's doing it in a really sexy way. I mean, look. I'm looking at you. Look at me. Aren't I pretty? You know I am. Quite honestly, she is a very attractive person. So, I mean, just looking at this, no, doesn't bother me one bit. Does it bother anyone else? I mean, I think it's kind of I think she's rather attractive.
Who could forget the infamous bus flosser or the fearless flosser in the...
Wow, she's like really getting into that flossing. And her eyes haven't moved. She's like staring right at you. She's like, I'm thinking about you.
middle of a busy restaurant. So, folks, let's keep our dental hygiene to private.
Okay, so now that's bothering. You know, I just realized what this looks like. This totally reminds me of Mr. Bean. Take away the toothbrush. Well, even with the toothbrush, there was like an episode where Mr. Bean was brushing his teeth while he was trying to drive. This looks like Mr. Bean. You know, Rowan Atkinson, you know, Mr. Bean, Blackadder.
Remember, the bathroom is your friend when it comes to dental hygiene. Coming in at number 6, we've got the burpers and farters. Now, we've all been there, haven't we? That uncomfortable feeling in your stomach, and before you know it, a burp or a fart slips out. It's natural, it's human, but doing it in public.
What I'm laughing about, it's not so much what he's saying, it's just that this is not the type of documentary this is not the type of documentary that you would see like on the Discovery Channel or Discovery Health or something. You know, it's like all trying to be professional and stuff. And it just goes into, you know, you got this big old fart coming. Just, oh my goodness.
Is where things get a bit cheeky.
Oh, cheeky. Get it? Cheeky, cheek, left cheek, right cheek? I don't mean these cheeks.
Etiquette surrounding these bodily functions varies. In some, a hearty burp after a meal is seen as a compliment to the chef, while in others it's considered downright rude.
I don't think that girl was about to burp. I mean, if you ask me, it looks like she's about ready to burp something out. And something that won't be very pretty or won't smell very good, which I absolutely hate the smell. I don't know anyone that really likes it, but it just makes me feel more sick.
Right, rude. Farting's no different. Some folks might chuckle, while others would rather you kept your gases to yourself.
Okay, now, if they're all in the theater laughing because they're all farting, that's That would just be plain disgusting. Ew!
And let's not forget those cringeworthy stories of public burping and farting. There's the infamous incident of the opera singer who let out a burp mid-aria, or the politician whose speech was punctuated by an unexpected fart.
Kind of like our current president? I don't know.
But remember, folks, while these stories might tickle your funny bone, they also serve as a reminder. So, let's keep the bodily functions to a minimum in public, shall we? At number 5, we have the spitters.
Jeez.
Now, spitting is a habit that's not just
I don't know, that didn't look like spitting to me.
unsightly, but also unhygienic. There's a reason it's frowned upon in many cultures. Spitting can be a health hazard.
Yeah, especially if you're wearing a mask and you spit into it. You might want to grab that bag that one girl was holding in the airplane, so...
Especially when it's done in public places. It's a breeding ground for germs and can spread diseases like tuberculosis and pneumonia. So it's not just gross, it's...
The sign, biohazard.
But despite the health implications, some of the spitting incidents that have made headlines are truly shocking. From spitting on sidewalks to even spitting at other people, these acts can turn stomachs and raise eyebrows. It's a rude, disrespectful gesture and can even be considered an act of aggression in some cases.
Is it my imagination, or did the person behind do a backslap to the guy in the front? This guy right here with the glasses and the beard? Did the lady behind him, like, slap his head?
It's a rude, disrespectful gesture and can even be considered
She
an act
did!
of aggression.
She did hit him!
Respectful gesture and can even be...
Imagine if some stranger in a theater behind you smacked you on the back of the head. Would you be like, yeah, I don't know. Would you be like, oh man, sorry? Or, I don't know, these days you may not want to, smack someone on the backside of the head. Unless, they could be a family or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think the guy's wife is back here. So, otherwise this guy's probably creepy.
Considered an act of aggression in some cases. Spitting is a habit that's hard to ignore, but it's one that's definitely worth breaking. So, the next time you feel the need to spit, maybe find a tissue or a sink. It's not just about manners, it's about health too. Number 4 brings us the urinators.
Oh man, I'm afraid of where that's going. There's some bad stuff like this that happens at truck stops, and I'm glad I don't really have to deal with it anymore. And for those of you truckers out there that are watching my other videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about in regards to this.
Now, we've all been caught short at some point, but there's a time and a place, folks. Public urination is more common than you might think. It's a global issue, with folks casually relieving themselves in parks, alleyways, and even on bustling city streets. But this isn't just a question of decency. Public urination also poses serious health.
You know what I find interesting is, like, on that shot right there, there's like 2 of the stalls. Are those considered stalls? I guess they're like taped off. Now imagine if they were all taped off, and the whole restroom was closed. What do you think is going to happen?
Urine is a biohazard, carrying bacteria and diseases that can contaminate the environment.
Duh.
It also creates a foul smell and unsightly stains that can be a real nuisance for local
Really? You don't say.
residents and businesses. You won't believe some of the places people have been...
I can't believe there's an actual sign. What country is this from? I've never seen a sign like that. And what the heck is below that? Scissors? Exclamation point? Eggs? What is that? Or does that mean that if you urinate, you're going to have your balls cut off? Is that what that means? Balls cut. Exclamation point. Did you get our point?
From atop famous monuments to the middle of crowded concerts, some folks really don't seem to mind where they go. But let's make it clear, it's not just unsightly.
My goodness, man, more signs. I mean, look at these signs. It's like, all right, throw no trash. Don't kick a truck. I'm afraid I don't understand that one. And then you got these other ones that, oh, geez. Do y'all remember the movie Airplane? And some of the parodies that they would have, and like some of they had like comedy signs, right? That's what this reminds me of. This is something that I would expect to see in some type of comedy movie, you know, a parody of something. That's what these look like.
Remember, public bathrooms are there for a reason.
And there's still more, but we're going to save that for another video. So yeah, there's like another top 3 that's going to be happening here. So yeah, but we don't want this to go on too long, because that might be a gross thing in and of itself. So we'll cut things off, and we'll pick up on another video. I hope you're enjoying everything, and these reaction videos, which are unique to this channel. You're not going to see these videos anywhere else, and I think that's kind of cool. You get to see something unique here. Be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Have a killer awesome day.